I like booty.
Johnson went on to tell our crew how he used to satisfy his sexual desires.
When I see one, and he looks good to me, when I go see him, I say, dude, come here. I say, I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you.
I want you.
And we can do it the easy way or the hard way.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours, right? What'd you do, Brian?
If he said that to me,
take it.
I would be like, all right, but let me go down on you first. And then, like, you'd take his pants off.
Right.
And I would just, like, fucking start karate chopping his dick as hard as I could.
Do you really think that's going to work? First of all, you'd probably be hypnotized by it like a cobra to a flute. You'd probably look at that big, giant, black fucking snake in front of you. You might start sucking it just out of fear.
I would probably grab it as hard as I could and run as fast as I could.
You would run
see
away
if I
with
could
it?
snap it off.
You would teach the worst Krav Maga class ever.
O'Brien.
Well, explain. Do you want to explain your dog story
So
here?
Duncan had an awesome dog party.
And we look over, and my friend's dog is, like, humping it. And, you know, whatever, that happens at a dog party, no big deal. It's like, get off, stop, what are you doing? His dog, not freaking out at all, relaxed, kind of looking over.
Is your dog a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Is she fixed?
Yeah, but so she kind of thought it was like massages or something.
No, she's a whore. Your dog's a fucking whore.
Whoa.
Listen, every fucking dog at that party started fucking his dog. I've never seen anything like it. They were fucking her face and her. They were fucking both sides at the
Like
same
10
time.
dogs were fucking my dog.
Dogs were standing in line. The dog party turned into this orgy, this weird, gross, amateur porn orgy.
Oh, your dog has no self-esteem, man.
I would take all these frogs and put them in buckets, and the neighborhood would have like a pet show where you bring your pet, and it's like, who, first place, second place, and I didn't have a pet because my cat ran away, so I would take my bucket of frogs, and I did that, and I would put like little things for them to climb up and down, and that was my pet. Never won, but I was a frog freak. That's all I wanted to say about frogs.
Yeah, with
boob cakes. Yeah,
When you were 12?
Yeah, well, I was about 13. It wasn't full boob. It was the one where the bikini, but you could see a little boob around, like in it, cakes. But the Midwest boob cakes were, I guess, more accepted. There's only one heat vent that came out of this brick that I had my bed right underneath because I lived in Ohio, so it was fucking cold. When I was moving out, the landlord was like, you know, going through to make sure I didn't destroy anything. And they go, whoa, why is that thing not covered up? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just and they're like, no, that's the carbon dioxide furnace, you know, outtake. That's supposed to be covered up.
It's like an exhaust.
Exhaust, yeah.
So what do you think it does to you?
I think it definitely made me have a slight little stutter or a little thing. I don't think it dramatically
Is that one
changed
of the side effects
anything.
of carbon monoxide?
Huh?
Slurring?
I have no idea. I used to do keyboard
fuck?
cleaner back in the day.
Keyboard cleaner?
Yeah, it was like whippets. It pretty much like you would do it, and then you start hearing the wah 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 thing.
Oh my
And
God.
I remember I was with my friend, and he was like, "I'm a badass." We're driving his little CRX, and he fucking does it while we're driving. He's
driving.
Yeah, and he pulls it out, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Dude, don't worry about it. I'm not doing a lot." And he fucking passes out. What? Foot goes on the gas.
What a fucking great quote. Don't worry, I'm not doing a lot.
And I pulled up his emergency brake, and he skidded out and crashed his car.
Oh, my
And the
God.
first thing he comes through, he goes, "What the fuck happened?" And he gets down and goes, "What the fuck, man? My car." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about doing this shit passing out with your foot on the gas?"
But he was mad. Wait a minute, he was mad at you?
He was mad at me. And he came out of the closet and told everyone except me, which told all my friends
No wonder he
except
did
me.
so much drugs. He was trying to mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going, I want to blow Brian so bad. I can't.
Nuts feel different when you're thrusting.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's feel different.
The sensation is like 20% different.
They should just rent out coma patients.
Oh, Brian. What exactly are trans fats?
I think trans fatty
Fats with
acids.
penises.
No, I think trans. You look under a microscope. You look under a microscope.
Brian just knocked it out of the park.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why he's here, folks. Listen, I will do whatever you guys need me to do.
Except anal.
Listen,
Is that the truth? Brian, why did you have to taint this experience?
Brian is just, that's what he does.
No, I mean, it's just like you're saying about how bad the government is, how many bad things they've done, you know, in the past. But everyone never looks at the good shit, you know? No one's ever looking at all the good shit they do. They're always focusing on the bad stuff.
I don't think that's necessarily
Look at the Grand Canyon. It's badass.
Did you ever read Watership Down?
The government didn't make the Grand Canyon, bro.
Brian, did
okay?
you?
I hate to fucking bust your bubble.
Veronica, I want to shit on your face!
I used to do some modeling back in the day.
Oh shit! What's up?
Yeah, well, it was just catalog work.
About basketball? You got any JPEGs on
Cleveland.
A snake, and that's what. Oh my god. That's great.
And it was really cute because I had this like really small guy. Here, wait, watch. That's sort of what happens too, and I need that for lube because again, if it's not an anal thing.
Are you?
That's crazy. Can you imagine if you just looked down and saw that? Johnny Appleseed is real, by the way. He introduced apple trees to Ohio. Back then, like a lot of people, apples were way more popular back then because we didn't have Doritos, So
I didn't know what the story was. I thought it was like a Winnie the Pooh thing.
Can I change the subject?
Sure. Please do.
I don't know what it is about Johnny Appleseed, man, but it puts me to
fucking
sleep.
conversation killer. Minute at a time.
Do you think there's a guy out there that just goes after like the butchiest lesbians?
Of course.
I did my black version of my set once, and it actually killed. It was like.
What do you mean the black version?
I just do it more like he said, instead of like doing your jokes normal. Like kind of be like, I went to the store the other day to get a hat, and my girlfriend got the same one.
God.
Kind of like
He's just starting out. Yeah, what we're saying about Building 7 or the other building, like terrorists could have done it. I mean, I guess they could have, but how the fuck are they going to get in there and put all those explosives in? It's
one
like
dynamite up a time. Those red sticks of dynamite, one up a time up your ass. And you're working the fucking thing 5 years. Every day you're fucking putting it into this closet.
I got news for you. If you pull the butt out of your balls, I've been like, no, I'll be home in 5 hours.
You smoked weed for me before that was in my nuts. And so have you. Big fucking deal. That's a professional, dog. I don't play that stupid nonsense shit.
Could you imagine Joey coming?
Deny it.
Could you really though imagine Joey coming up to you and go, "Hey guys, I got some weed in my balls. Do you want it?"
I don't say that. When you're at a fucking airport and you're waiting
Brian, go outside and get some air. And thanks to the Fleshlight for sponsoring our podcast.
Thank you, Fleshlight.
Thank you. We'll get you one if you want.
You
I think I'm okay for now. Does it vibrate?
You would like the
or-
taste.
It does-
Couple of weeks.
Do you die? Do you want to be wet?
Don't look at me.
Don't look
at me. Don't ask me questions like that.
English people write things different.
World is spelled WROLD instead of WORLD. Yeah, like wrong.
Did you just make that up?
I always I say world and everyone gives me shit.
So you make that up?
No.
It's not spelled WR.
No, yeah, I made it.
You made that up.
Yes.
You motherfucker.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Oh, you did it again with the reverb, you fucking freak.
Jesus. All right, Brian. What is it doing? What are you doing, man? I'm not doing anything.
Male pitbull.
Yeah.
Brian, what are you doing?
What?
Turn the volume back up.
The volume's and the headphone volume.
What happened?
I haven't changed anything.
You just did something.
No.
You know, when I was really young, my dad beat the shit out of my mother in front of me. My dad was nuts.
She deserved it.
Wow. That's not even funny.
That's not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we know you're kidding, Brian.
That's not. Why would your instincts even tell you to pull the trigger on that one? That's silly. What happened to the Ice House Chronicles, Brian? Look at this.
Buttholes bleed.
Just me and some girl talking about her butthole bleeding. This is what it's come down to, Brian. See what you've done here tonight? You got to be a little more strict here.
Is there any animal that has pubic hair?
I've never
I was
checked.
thinking the other day, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if like animals had pubic hairs and like you could like trim them, or you could just get a full bush, like if your cat.
Well,
just had
the animal would have to have nothing else around it. I mean, they have pubic hair over their whole fucking body. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, kind of.
Sure.
But I mean, like even like bald eagles. If bald eagles have bushes, those are feathers. But I mean, like, why don't they have?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like
dude?
bald eagles have penises, right?
Yes.
Why are humans the only ones that have pubic hairs?
Because we don't have hair on the rest of our body.
Do you think PETA would exist if animals had pubic hairs?
Brian, don't make me get Bill Burr here to fucking hit you in the head with the fucking computer, cocksucker.
Bill Burr's gonna fuck you in the ass with his laptop. Do you think you ever molested that you don't remember?
Yeah, Socrates had a lot of gay sex, right? Didn't he have a lot of gay sex?
Oh, a lot, tons.
That was on. It was the government mandate that be included on every Socrates quote that you put on Twitter. By the way, he had tons of gay sex. So like, Socrates says something super wise about the soul and the spirit and the transcendent journey, and then underneath it, Socrates. By the way, he had tons of gay sex. Tons of gay sex.
They call me Pink Socrates. I was Spider-Man for Halloween, and it's so weird playing the role of like a superhero at a party. Like I went to this huge party, and I was dressed up as Spider-Man, and I realized when I had to walk around the party, I was walking around the party like I was Spider-Man. Like I wasn't just stepping. I was like I didn't do it on purpose. I just it was so.
What's wrong with you?
I just trust Indians more. You know.
You trust them more?
Yeah, they seem more like down to what I would like to hang out with, like Indians or pirate guys.
Unless they get
Yeah,
drunk.
Indians and pirates close.
Yeah, Indians. It's like Indians,
Pirates, fairies. Yeah.
You know who killed Tupac, don't you? So they also sent me something that this is my favorite thing in the whole box, and it's the smallest one. They sent me contact lenses.
Oh my God! Don't slam it into your eye. You gotta gingerly. Brian, you should just do one.
Well, you're crying like a little bitch.
I think you should do.
I can't get it out of my eye.
Oh,
This stuff is stuck in his eye. Oh Jesus! Look at that. This is.
Look at her put her fingernails.
This is fantastic.
Mustache. I'm a big fan of mustaches.
You don't like them?
No, I love mustaches.
I had this ex chat me on Facebook and was like, "Hey, I have something very important to tell you." Like, and I'm like, "What is it?" And they're like, "No, I need to talk to you in person. I can't do this over chat." And this is from like 12 years ago or something like that. And so I'm like thinking, all right, it's one of three things. Either I have a child, or I have AIDS, or she found Jesus. It's like one of the three things, right? So I'm going to her I'm going to her Facebook, and I'm like, all right, these kids look kind of retarded. It might be mine. I don't know. They kind of look. That kid looks a little Asian or whatever. So she calls me up and she goes, "Hey, I just want you to know something. Now, remember that abortion you paid for?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I just need money for heroin. I started doing heroin after we broke up, and I really need money." So I said this whole thing that I was pregnant, and I sold my whole comic book collection to pay for this abortion.
Okay, well now she's a fucking cunt. She just ruined your Iron Man collection.
Yeah.
I think you have a baby.
You ever draw pictures of what you want your baby to look like or anything weird like that?
No, who does that?
What the fuck, Brian? This girl left him on New Year's, man.
That same girl we were talking about?
Not only does girl leave him on New Year's,
Trashy vixen.
It's a long story.
Long story.
That's not cool.
We don't have to. We'll have to play that Prince song again.
No.
There's a lot of problems in this world. You can't fix them all. Sometimes it's good to just. Now, let's go back to Brian. Brian is a good friend. I met Brian online. He's talented. He makes these incredible videos, and I'm like, "What do you do, man?" He told me, he goes, I work for Gateway. And I was like, "Dude, you need to come work for me. I don't even know what the fuck you're gonna do, but we're just gonna make some videos. We're gonna make shit happen. We're gonna have some fun. Just come with me on the road. We'll film some shit, man. Fuck that crazy job. That job sucks." He's like, "Okay."
8 years ago, right?
It's a while ago.
Yeah.
So he comes. And Brian's out there in a new world, man. We're traveling. We're going to fucking comedy clubs, and we're going to TV shows, and we're going all over the world. We're going to Opie and Anthony. We're in New York, okay? We're all over the place. Brian's from Columbus, Ohio, and this girl is from Venus, perhaps. Maybe perfect, right? Perfect girl? You're perfect girl?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
What the fuck would ever make you think that you would be able to fuck her, right? Right? In real life?
Absolutely.
It's like, how does this happen?
Right.
How does anybody get to fuck her?
She doesn't have a weak chin,
How does
strong eyebrows.
how does anybody get to fuck her?
No.
Brian's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a nice guy.
Is he too nice?
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's too nice. He's just, Brian's got to learn to
What's
be
it called
Brian.
again?
This is your music?
Yeah.
What is
Don't make fun of it. It's really gay.
Is it a song?
Yeah, it's called VCR.
Okay, let's listen.
Guys in the commercial.
Tell me your liver hurts so bad. Wish you would digest me. Ninja kick its ass. Do you have a VCR?
Dude, you need to go to a doctor.
Your liver looks better. Thanks, Ninja, thanks. Who needs medical science, doc? Ninja kicked its ass. Your razor's still stupid. Service still sucks. Ninjas failed miserably, girl. Ninja kick its ass.
You got a real problem, dude.
How hard they tried. Ninjas kick no ass. Cell phones celebrate. Job well done. Technology beats honor. T-Mobile kicked our ass. There's not much to ask. I just need a car so I can drive back to 1985. Don't need nothing fancy. I won't go to